Hello buddies, my name is Gamesplanet. At a certain point in the campaign, you will be presented with a morality choice. In this video, I will be covering what this choice means for your character, but I'll also show you how you can affect your morality going forward. When choosing your path, the game will just present you with two choices. One is the Puritan, while the other is the Radical. But the game does not inform you of what these choices means for your character. If you pick the Puritan path, you will be gaining warp resist as your first buff, and further in access to the Puritan skill tree. The Puritan skills are Hater, plus 5% damage against Xenos, Chaos, and Renegade enemies. Demonic Lore, plus 20% damage against demons. Warp Thorn. Incoming attacks with warp damage type are reflected to the attacker, dealing 30% of the original damage amount. Holy Rage. Taking any warp damage creates a Holy Rage effect for 3 seconds that bestows plus 20% warp resistance and plus 5% damage. Does not stack. Holy Shield. Incoming attacks from Xenos, Chaos, and Renegade enemies deal 5% less damage. Holy Conclave. Plus 4% maximum health and plus 2% damage to you and nearby allies. Stacks with other players' Holy Conclave. Monodominant Commandments. Each killed demon bestows plus 20% health regeneration and plus 20% suppression regeneration for 5 seconds. As you can see, the Puritan skill tree is really good against demons and Xenos, and if you have a full group of Puritans with the Holy Conclave skill, the damage bonus is quite good. If you instead pick the Radical path, you will be gaining warp damage as your first buff and access to the Radical skill tree. The Radical skills are Touched by the Empyrean, plus 10% warp damage but minus 10% warp resistance. Oblationist Penance, 3% chance to reflect incoming attacks to the attacker with warp damage type. Forbidden Knowledge, plus 1% damage after every other acquired skill from the Radical path. Warp Adaptation, incoming warp damage has a 10% chance to heal instead of harming you. Soul Harvest Ritual, each killed enemy creates a harvested soul bonus, stacks 10 times, that bestows plus 10% critical hit strength. A successful critical hit removes all instances of the harvested soul bonus. Blood Focus. Taking any damage creates a blood focus effect that bestows plus 5% damage for 1 second. Does not stack. Radical Istavenism. Provides bonus to damage proportional to the amount of missing health, to a maximum of 10%. While the Radical path adds to warp damage, some of the top skills can still be worth it with the right build. Combining, for instance, Radical Istavenism with the Crisis Management perk, you can have a constant 10% damage increase. At the top of each morality bar, you gain access to special holy or demon forged item enchants, but to reach them, you will need to increase your morality bar further than what is possible with the choices the campaign gives you. The way you do this is through priority assignments. Each investigation will have a chance of offering you a morality choice that moves your morality forward by 5 points. If you want to switch your morality from one to the other, the only way of doing that is to do the investigations and pick the opposite morality choice. The morality choices are random, so you might not see one every time you run an investigation. If you do get them, they are defined by an orange flame for the Puritan or an orange skull for the Radical. I suggest that you, because it is extremely difficult to change back, as you can see, stick to one path through your campaign choices, as each of them gives you 50 points. With the added Season 1, the Dark Elder do contain more Radical or Puritan morality choices that will give you even more points. I want to note at the time of recording this, it is possible to gain skills in each of the two trees with a bit of work. If, for instance, you want to have the plus 20% damage bonus against demons, you first get 100 Puritan morality and put a skill point into the tree. You can then switch your morality to 100 Radical by using the aforementioned efficient way and pick the skills there. Just don't use a mind reset on the former tree, or you'll have to get it all back to pick the skills again. Morality can be used as a plot and RPG element for your game, but the fact of the matter is that you will be missing out on some really cool skills. So choose wisely, and hopefully this video has helped you to do just that. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this, do subscribe and share it with a friend or two. It really helps out the channel and to that effect me. If you want to stay in touch with me and get notified about new videos, go follow me on Twitter. You can also visit my Twitch channel where I stream every week. If you're feeling generous, consider subscribing on Twitch or supporting me on Patreon. I'll see you soon. Have a wonderful game night.